Hey yo, so my name is iPhong and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. Why do I have the feeling the background music some main menus change a little bit? So in the previous episodes, there's a lot of new. It's new to me, but maybe not new to you if you follow this character route. Totally have a lot of background photos with beaches and some other views inside the park and a lot of other stuff. And honestly, at that time, my mind it just focused on the game too much because honestly, for some people who just get annoyed about me talking how beautiful the game is, and I'm not gonna lie. I just want to prevent to say too much stuff that is, even though it's related to the game, but some people may judge that hey, I'm just to the game too much. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie because I really enjoy the game so much, and this game means a lot to me. And honestly, especially when someone decides to make a huge mod to the original game Doki Doki Literature Clubs, and it makes a lot of huge stories, and I have been through these characters before, and I may miss a lot. So just in case, I'm just gonna check the gallery. So it still stay the same. I only have these two photos, and the setting, I don't understand why it just keep showing that I'm not skipping Halloween, but I'm gonna skip Halloween anyway because it's just gonna the same thing anyway. So yeah. Anyway, go back to load games, and the dialogues colors change because I use the different characters, and way before that I still using the pink dialogue colors. So this is gonna be interesting because in the previous episode we've been through the fight again, ended in the same result, but the dialogues changed a little bit because I changed the character route, and especially this choice I'm just gonna keep the same because I'm thinking it might be just Monica pick, because or maybe it's just either way, because no matter who I pick, I'm still gonna follow the character route based on the poem, I guess. But I don't know because I'm still playing the games, and I'm afraid of the choice may affect to what happened next. So I'm just gonna keep picking on Monica instead of Natsuki because I already been through Natsuki route before. And as you see my first run, second run, third run, and fourth run, and fifth run, and this is my sixth run by the way, and I'm gonna treat it like my first run because it's gonna be a totally new story to me. And in this episode, we're gonna go to the second act, which is the past, present, and future. As I remember from Natsuki, act is totally different because of different storyline, but I think they gonna have the same amount of act, which is act 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. And also in the previous episode, a little bit of dialogue error. I don't understand why that happened. It happens when the dog out in the festival, and suddenly there says mom, which I'm gonna assuming there will be Sayori's moms appear in the game. But speaking of mom, she ruined it in the previous episodes. I'm guessing that Sayori is about to confess, but I don't know. She may change my mind if I'm gonna choose poorly into this section, because this section is gonna be wholly new story to me. I'm gonna read it slowly, and it's gonna be blind gameplay to me. So going back to the real one. So oh my god, I'm really nervous. Sorry for a long intro, man. A lot of things that I've been want to talk about, and yeah, honestly, those background photos in the previous episode, the park we've been through with Sayori's is so pretty. I mean, god, I really want to appreciate the visual of the games. I mean, I'm just gonna ignore for those people who roast me for talking about the visual of the game too much, but honestly, I'm blind game playing and I really want to experience, and I really want to talk about the games more than actually stay focused on the story, and then that's it, we're gonna end videos. So yeah, music quiet, different background, well, not the different background, different dialogue color, and to be honest, I think Sayori will fit with the orange dialogue color instead, but I think it's not gonna be fit with the dialogues colors, maybe because of the for those who are colorblind and they want to use color blue instead. I don't know for the color pink, but yeah, I think that would do. I think Sayori is not fit with this color. You're not colorblind, but if you guys and girls audience out there who are colorblind and you're okay with blue color, that's totally fine. So yeah, Doki Doki Blue Sky with the blue dialogue. So I'm gonna read slow because this story is new to me, and it's gonna be unlike in previous episode that I've been through, that the fights happens and then we're gonna move on to storylines. Yeah. As the sound of my alarm makes unwelcome presence in my bedroom, I can't help but wonder, do I even need an education? Let me guess, mom again? I could totally just become a video game streamer. Yeah, I wish. I mean, I like live streaming, but my real life is totally tough, and I don't have much free times. And obviously, I can totally live stream at night as well, but I really don't want to cause trouble to my neighborhood. So yeah, that's the issue. Reluctantly, I sit up and stretch. That's the thing you do when you're social distancing at home. I just hope I don't run into any of those D-bag who ruined our festival. Not to mention, I hope they aren't giving any of the comments more any flack. So here's the thing: what if I'm gonna worry about this? What if the main protagonist gonna have actually a street fight with those D-bag? But I'm gonna be suspicious of this D-bag. In the previous episode, they look, I mean, he looked like Sakurai younger self with different hair color, but I don't know, maybe it's because of the art style. So I'm really suspicious, especially Sayori. At least Sakurai is cool. I'm really suspicious though. Surprisingly, Sayori is already there by the time I arrive. Back to school. Good morning. So I'm gonna have a different choice this time, the choice that I haven't seen before. So I'm just gonna continue to pick on my thoughts. I gave her a mockingly suspicious look. So hi Sayori. You know, for someone who sleeps in a lot, you're sure cheaper in the morning. Hey, am I not allowed to be happy? Of course you are, Sayori, ready for another super exciting and totally not boring day at school. Ready as I ever be. Okay, I totally want to change the dialogue with using my spacebar rather than using my mouse right now. How about you? Could be worse, I guess. I'm enjoying history a lot actually. Sakura is a really good teacher. Oh yeah, I remember you saying. We're pretty lucky to have him, aren't we? Definitely, I didn't think anyone could top Makoto last year, but Sakurai has somehow managed to pull it off. Okay, that makes me wondering who's Makoto. I guess it helps that history is a decent subject. I've always preferred those kinds of subjects myself too. What you mean? You know Japanese history, anything that isn't maths. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm really suck Japanese. If I haven't learned Japanese before, I'm just mostly watching lots of animes and trying to mimic the history. It's just basically memorizing more, remember what people did in the past, and it's a lot of notes. And if you want to learn history from your own home country, that's totally nice. But from other country, history of the world, that's when it's gonna get you stuck because that's tougher because you don't go to other countries much. I mean, imagine when you go on vacation to another countries and you don't learn about their origin and history. Man, anything that is a math. I'm really bad at math too. I don't get why people just tell me that I'm good at English and I'm good at math. But seriously, I'm not. Or physics. I'm really suck at physics too. I mean, school doesn't do well for me. I mean, they educate me well, but my mind is doesn't give up so well. So yeah. I mean, I don't have good childhood in school, but still they're doing a pretty good job. Give you education and hang out with classmates. And there will be always a different type of classmates, bullies, and just focus on being a nerd, which is being nerd is not that bad, but it's just a lot of people just want you to be an average, and just want to have the same skill set. And when you getting too good, and there's a lot of people just say like, hey, how do you do this lesson? And there were a bunch of people asking, which annoy you and you cannot focus. And when you're being so bad, and it's tougher because you're gonna get bullies attraction, and it's really hard for you to stay focused at school. I mean, even how much you will try at school, and it doesn't end well. So yeah, in my scenario, when I was back in high school and secondary school, I tried my best to stay in focus at school, but bullies are everywhere. I can't focus, I try my best, man. Still not much the same kind of girl, hey? Nope. Because, I mean, it's rare to find the types of people who like a nerd, actually. I mean, people can study really well, but it's really hard to find genius. Okay, I mean, if you have geniuses in school, that's absolutely good, but man, that's rare. Nope. Didn't think so. You were always better than me when it came to the more creative subjects though. Looking back, when we help each other out with our homeworks, I guess we cover each other's weaknesses, huh? We sure did. I remember we used to doodle on each other's work too. We even handed in that side homework once, and we didn't even realize I'd drawn a bunch of animals over it. You slack off, didn't you? So just as school looms inside, as giggles coupled with a sudden remembrance of that silly memories, because a warm feeling washed over me. I had totally forgotten about that. My science teacher, on the other hand, well, let's just say he didn't expect a bunch of cats, rabbits, dogs to be on the books. Man, remember one of those times you learn about biology and you're forced to open up animal's belly? This not cool. Oh, I mean, yikes. Well, we were learning about evolution, so I guess you're drawing all those animals was fitting, right? Of course. It totally wasn't me just getting my revenge from you pulling the planet's brain. Oh, that was something I never forget. I mean the prank when you're making Pluto pops up out of the science project. I mean that's still awesome though because sadly Pluto is no longer being a solar system as I learned when I was a kid. Because it's too far away and it's too small as well, it becoming a star. Anyway, so it's kind of sad. So the education knows change for generation, and in order to keep up in their age is kind of tough though. So yeah, back then Pluto was solar systems planets. Now it's just a star. Not anymore. You mean the Uranus joke? Oh, oh, it gets split these two. Oh god, I get it. I get what you mean. Your thing. Okay. The fact that Siri can't help but giggles when she hears the name of the testimony, how she's actually a child at heart. Yes, I grin at her although she is initially just about. She can never have an angry face, even when she's joking. Back when we were first learning about the solar system, I heard about what was so funny about Uranus from a classmate of mine. My god. I got very minded, you know. Siri, being blissfully ignorant at the time, asked me what was so funny about Lenny's name. I mean, we do have the Neptune jokes because it has the same name as the brand of the cooking oil. We used to meme that planet a lot, and now I know there's Uranus as well. Man. I told her to ask her mother how Uranus was looking and she actually did. Instantly, I can remember being in the utter hysterics when her mother was both paused, confused and stunned with her daughter for apparently asking such a rude question. Yep, definitely one of my little personal victories. Come on, yeah, I mean we got each other good. Anyway, I got you at lunchtime. See ya. That makes me wondering, what if I'm gonna pick one of the two people's for the lunchtime? As I make my way over to my classroom, the typical school scent greets me. Am I gonna meet Shiori and Amy again? Students of varying age making their way to wherever they need to be, no doubt bracing themselves for the fact that it's Monday morning. The sound, chattering and laughter fill the atmosphere as I spot a few familiar faces. Occasionally, the teachers admonishing she's a lucky student, no doubt, reminding them not to be late for homeroom. How can be a student can be lack? As I'm in my classroom, I peer through the window. There's a few of my classmates there already. Sakura himself looks like she just only arrived. iPhong. Good morning, how was your weekend? Good morning, sir. Not bad, not bad. Haven't woken up that early on the Saturday for a while, so I figure I make the most out of it. Would you believe me if I told you I spent enjoying the outdoors and getting homework done? The shivers would twinkle in Sakura's eye as he answered. Why, iPhong, of course I would. Although given your impeccable history with handing in homework on time, I would be hard-pressed not to. On the topic of handing homework on time, one of my classmates noticeably features, I'm willing to bet he hasn't done last week's assignment. Granted, there may have been 1 to 2 times where I was guilty of the very same thing. At least Sakura is fairly relaxed about missing the odd deadline. Check the clock hanging on the wall. There is no clock on the wall. Or maybe behind the cameraman. It's almost time to start and the few last minute stragglers currently make their way in. Most people are here at this point. Sakurai is sitting by his neck, a pen between his finger and thoughtful looks on his face. Ma'am, I cannot even do a pen trick. I cannot do pen trick because it's really hard to just punch the side of the pen and make it spin on top of the fingers. I don't know how do those people do that. How can they keep the pen on top of their hand while the pen spinning? I don't know how to do pen trick. Amy hurriedly makes her way past the door and into her seat next to me. Kind of ironic how she's on the track team, yet still the last one in which Sakurai picks up on. Ah, Amy. He leans back in his chair as Amy looks up at him with an innocent face as she can muster. Yes, sir. How is it that a member of the school's track team is the slowest one to arrive? Light chuckles fill the room. Sakurai's banter with his students is always amusing to witness. Well, I'm not taking it late, am I? She does have a point, sir. Siri, Amy! I mean, it's nice to see you. I mean, they really do need some attention, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, see, even the class rep is on my side. Come on, Shiori, what happened to respecting authority? Another one who make the rules, sir. And the clocks. As if on cue, the bells ring a moment after Amy slips into her seat. Cutting it pretty close. Now that everyone is here, let's get started. Now believe me when I say that the First World War is one of the most interesting things you ever study in school. Although your science teachers may beg to differ, so a conflict involving nations from across the world, or across the world, continent to continent. It's time to World War One. Yeah, that never get old. With soldiers as well as civilians involved in the fighting, it surely changed the geopolitical climates for many of the combatants involved. As he talks, his trademark enthusiasm shines through. It's almost like he was born to be a teacher. Now, can anyone tell me the year started? Bonus point if you guess how it began. Is it in 1980? It's around that time, isn't it? It's in 1980, like 1918, not 1980, like not 1980. I'm guessing it's 1918, but I don't know. I think it's around that time. I remember the First World War is around right in the beginning of the 1900s, and then later on, a decade later, says World War II actually. I'm really worried about if this happens to be a World War III. I mean, this is happening around the world. I mean, everything is changed. People even rioting on the streets. I'm worried, man. I'm really worried. I don't know how it's actually started anyway. I'm curious because suddenly the war cannot happen suddenly, isn't it? And before anyone asks, no, bonus point does not mean exemption from homework all week. I can't help but smile to myself after hearing the mixture of roles and laugh for the class. If maybe Monday morning won't be so boring at all. The rest of the lesson passes by fairly quickly with the bell of school. And before I know it, it's lunchtime. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Look at the background of school. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm sorry, background character. I mean, look at this school. I mean, enormous. You're looking a bit livelier. Sakurai has that effect on us. We're also learning about the First World War, which is pretty interesting. You're right, it is. Although it's so sad thinking about all those soldiers who passed away. Yeah, I mean, it's also sadder when people hate history too, and people just like, hey, we live in these societies, we live in this era, there's no wars anymore, we just gonna just move on and don't care about what happened in the past. And I hate those people like that, and they gonna just say, hey, what's the point of learning history? They always said they hate history. I don't like those type of people. I mean, for me, I kind of in between of liking and disliking history. The reason why I like history because it's really interesting, and I'm curious on how we live peacefully right now and how they bring back our home countries in Vietnam, because my home countries in Vietnam used to even delete it in the map entirely before, and then we regain our country in the past, and then yeah. And also the reason why I disliking history because there's so many things to memorize. I mean, history is a memorized subject, and you need to remember the years, the events, and for the world histories, you also need to remember the origin of the seven wonders of the world, and then how it was made, how history begins, how, I mean, there's so many ancients around the world, man. And yeah, that's the reason why you really need to learn history. And just like in USA, how do people find USA? How do people decide that, hey, we need rulers? I mean, not the rulers as something you put in the pencil case. The rulers actually someone who stand on top. Okay. So yeah, it's such a horrible ways too. For sure, they were hoping it would be a war to end all wars. Then 20 years later, they were at it again. Anyway, how was your morning? What subject did you have? Physics. Isaac Newton. I mean, there's shows that I used to enjoy. It's a sign of stupid. Warning. Some show in I mean, yeah, some shows doing some stupid things on the TV you should not follow, or else you're gonna end up getting injured. I mean, I like that show a lot. I laughed so hard at it. I just cannot forget those moments. It's so nostalgic to me. In the morning, iPhong, that's so unfair. You should have a subject I enjoy on a Monday morning. Sleeping isn't a subject though. It's not an object, it's a subject. Hey, I like Japanese too, Japanese history, even stuff like English. I mean, we communicate in English like now. I mean, just kidding. Of course, they can communicate in Japanese, but in this game, the creators who made the original games make the games in English, so the mods should be too. There's also translators who make the games translated in Japanese as well, and even wrote in kanji in the games as well. So it's really interesting, like a lot of people would wonder how the visual novel is gonna turn to the animes, and for some visual novel is finding the storyline really too hard to make it into the anime industry, so they decide to, hey, why not watch us with some people who knows Japanese, which is interesting though. The subjects where I can express myself a bit more. Given how you are in literature, it all makes sense now, as in why you prefer a subject like Japanese. More creative subjects where you can write story, poem, and this sort of thing. Yeah, plus I don't think I would need to work out the area of triangle in real life. Well, I really hope not. Whereas, stuff that we learn by in Japanese helps with writing poems. So I don't think teacher was happy when Shibame is trying to write poem in her class. I mean, yeah, Japanese is like English, and it's not literature actually, because when you learn Japanese, it's like learning the language. You're learning what does the word mean, and then you try to develop the vocabulary, and then you're gonna gain better. So in Japanese, learning the original language is actually different from actually learning the literature in general. I mean, some people can consider as learning the language is literature, but however, literature is more advanced. Like you trying to make a sentence, you trying to make the paragraphs, essay, reports. It's more complex. Learning the language Japanese, Korean, French, and Spanish, and some kinds of language like that is just basically just improve the vocabulary. And honestly, I used to learn French before, but I'm a forgetful person, so my memories is just fade away. So it turns out to be that, man, I only fluently in English and Vietnamese only, and I cannot say that I know a little bit of Chinese or Japanese, even though I do. But yeah, I'm not fluently in those language, and I only know the simple vocabulary. And I mean, it's a thing that we really need to do, because when you're going to other countries, you're going abroad, and people expect you to know at least simple of their home language. So learning a simple vocabulary of the other language is not that bad. So yeah, but it's not my phone, right? She looks at me with puppy dog eyes. In that moment, it hits me just how adorable Sayori can be. With those big blue eyes, it's impossible to say no to her. And wait a minute, where is it come from? Where is this coming from? Huh? Yeah, no, definitely not your phone. Anyway, what that you got? I motioned to the food in front of her. It's fairly obvious what she's eating, but I needed a quick change of topic to cover whatever it was just came over me. Eh? You mean this? It's a cinnamon bun. Nice bread. Very delicious. Where did you get that bread? Did you get it from Natsuki? Sorry, I couldn't get away with that. But I'm guessing you're enjoying it. She loudly cups down the sugary delights. Sorry. Yeah, so yummy. You want to try some? Can't hurt. But those people, I mean, for me, it's totally normal to share food, but for some people, it just seems like an indirect kiss. How is that gonna work? I mean, you can eat it from the other side, you know. As she tears up a piece of it and reaches forward, I'm struck by how soft and warm her hands are. It's only a brief moment of contact, but it's enough to ignite that real warm feeling within. Now how it's pouring into my mind, savor the sweet taste and filling my taste buds. Reminds me to get some of my own. I'm planning on technically snacking on this during class this afternoon. That's one way of getting me through a boring school day. But if it works, it works. It reminds me, since we're skipping Halloween, is how it's gonna be in Christmas in this game. Because I remember that section as well. Just like that, the alarm rings, signifying the end of the lunch break. Back to it, I guess. Waving goodbye to Sayori, we make our respective ways back to our classroom. Okay, here's the thing, because I remember in the Christmas event in the game, well, it's not an event, it's like Christmas part in the game, and Natsuki comes to my house, find out my room's messy, and then decide to, make something together, and then suddenly Sayori comes over, and then awkward. Man, another day, another lesson. Thankfully it's for Friday, meaning the tempting allure of the weekend beckons. Just one more day to sit through it. As Sakura explains the origin of the war, my can't help but dribble away. Who was it who decided we should have 5 working days, but only 2 days off? I mean, what you gonna do in the weekdays? Just staying at home? Man, that seems mighty unfair, you ask me. 4-day weeks and 3 days weekends sounds so much better. Yeah. Do that in some American college too, you know. I mean, 3 days weekends and 4 days weeks as for school, you know. But it just depends on which schedule you pick, actually. A 4-day weeks and 3 days weekends are so much better. I know Sayori would definitely agree. Probably not Monica though, given how hard she works. Speaking of Sayori, I wonder if she's up though. Notice that she beats on my mind a little more than casual. Even when I was at home just playing video games, I ever procrastinate on my homework, knowing her she's probably doodling instead of paying attention. Then again, I'm daydreaming myself. I guess shorter attention spans are something we both suffer from. It's a little on the warm side in here anyway. Sakurai wouldn't mind too much if I space out, right? He's gonna mind, because you slack off. Spending more time with Sayori recently has made me think. Are you asleep again? I mean, you're in the middle of the class here. No way, is that flashback? Dad! Hey, iPhong! I want to see Dad! Don't run too far overhead! Sorry, Daddy, I just want to play! Such a poor manager, aren't you? Don't worry, your dad and I will keep an eye on you. Oh, and here's some money. Buy something for ice cream truck. Would you like us to come with you? Oh no, it's okay, I'm a big boy now, remember? Yeah, big boy. Also, I totally forgot the face of the main protagonist anyway, and it's showing the website, but man, I haven't touched this game for months and I totally forgot about it. And yeah, for those who don't have these games, read the description down below, but you really need to download the original games, Doki Doki Literature Clubs, and then you look up in the description down below to see what I'm going to do next. Also in the description down below there's also my Discord server which I should start up, and in there I'm just basically talking about something gaming and also more of something in real life, and I really want to actually having freedom of speech also, and a lot of people curious on what I'm doing in real life and really want to chat it out. So we do speak both English and Vietnamese there, and as well as if you want to speak the language in other language, just let me know, okay? Because we totally freedom of speech in Discord server. Because if you let me know if you want to speak something else other than English and Vietnamese, and I can totally make a channel in the Discord, so it can be an individual language. Because yeah, there's channels for generals, and there will be language mix, and for some people who are uncomfortable about it, and yeah. Of course, darling, how could we forever forget? Then grins as he reaches out to affectionately ruffle my hair. Oh, what's your son? Now go out there and have fun. I barely hear him as I take off, bound toward the ice cream truck. As I'm lining up, my mind runs crazy as I thought of all different flavors and choices. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and mint. Why not choco mint? Why not vanilla strawberry. It's great. The line shuffles forward, and I dig into my pockets and bring out the money. They've given me more than I need for the ice cream. Awesome. This way I can get more than one. Quickly look around me, trying to spot my parents. Sitting on the bench, chatting away. Oh my god, I'm really worried because at that time they were so happy, and then there's the divorce has happened. Why do I have a feeling it's gonna get emotional? They won't notice. Yeah, this is the best day ever. Huh? Who's this? Oh my god, Sayori! You're so cute! I mean, to respect you guys and girls, I'm not gonna screenshot this. It's a spoiler anyway. Yeah. And also, people gonna see me as a lolicons. No. Standing to the left of me is a young girl. She's looking sadly at the ice cream shop in front of me. Why she's looking sad though? All the other kids are happy. She should be happy. There's ice cream right there. Hey. The girl jumps a little. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. She turns to look at me, giving a wide smile. Huh? But she just said just a minute ago. It's okay. I'm Sayori. Hi, Sayori. I'm iPhong. I saw you looking sad. Do you want some ice cream? That makes me happy when I'm feeling sad. Ice cream? For me? You buy that for me? Sure. And only gave me too much money. I would got 2 ice cream for myself, but I don't want to be selfish. But you look sad. I don't like seeing my friends sad. Since when? Sayori looks at the floor. She looks kind of shy. Are you sure? Yeah. Now come on, which one do you want? Oh, thank you. Arigato. That one with a long name. Simnanan. I feel bad for that. Cat girls. Oh god. Oh my god, my online friends gonna be so mad at me. Because yeah, it's cinnamon or cinnamon. Cinnamon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I hand it over to her, taking mine from the ice cream man. Thanks again. That's okay. Do you want to be friends? Tomodachi Naritai? Tomodachi Naritai. Her eyes lights up and she showed me a bright smile. Okay. Do you want to go by the swing? I'll race you there. Hey! No fair! You didn't say when to start. Oh. I mean, when they was a kid, you don't want to cheat, right? I wouldn't like to prefer that the background keeps getting a white dim out, even though the transition black out, and then yeah, they should keep it instead of just remove the white dim out and then let the black transition do the works and then you white dim again. So the game could be better, you know. Thanks for being my friend, iPhong. I'm new here and I don't have any other friends. No problem. You're really cool and it's nice to make a new friend. I mean, she's so cute. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to voice over her so bad. There you are. Are we gonna see Say's mom? Hi, mommy. There we go. Now she's appearing in the games because seeing Say's mom appear in the festival, even though she's not speaking, that's a total error, and that needs to fix. Ah, I see you making friend. Who might this be? Sayori? That's iPhong. He got me this cement popsicle. Man, my online friend got so mad at me. I feel bad for Cinnamon. Ah, Dee now. She was looking really sad. I thought it would cheer her up. That's very nice of you, iPhong. Sorry, do you mind explaining to iPhong why you didn't have money for the popsicle in the first place? Oh. What did you do? Do I have to? Come on. Okay. I was being a bit naughty earlier. Mommy told me not to eat all the candy before dinner yesterday. But I just couldn't help it. So it says I was allowed to get popsicle, did I? Indeed, so she was being punished for it. Oh no, is she got angry at me? I'm really worried because giving away something to a stranger is really nice, but you didn't know that if that person get any permission out of it, so that's the thing. I'm sorry, I didn't know she was in trouble. Although I'm glad you make new friends, Sayori. Huh? She laughed softly. Man, Sayori really looks like her. Don't you worry, iPhong. You were very kind. It already looks like you two are a great friend already. It's okay. iPhong. I can explain. Nani? What? I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually asleep in the middle of class also, and teachers pat me in the head when I was in USA in the math class. I'm not gonna lie though, it's embarrassing. I mean, yeah. With a sudden show of reality, I realize I'm back in the present. Because this act is called past, present, and the future. Given the way Sakura is looking at me, he clearly noticed me dozing off. Yeah, bye. Oops. I'm going to assume you fell asleep because you stayed up late doing some reading about the war. Yes, of course. Excellent. You'll be able to answer this next question without any difficulties. Oh god, yeah, he got me in the trap there. Let's hope it's not too unreasonable. Can you explain to me how Great Britain got involved in the war? Ooh, that's a good question. I know Great Britain is from England, right? And since in the game it's talking about the First World War, so I'm gonna guess that the Great Britain involved with French, right? I don't know. I mean, at that time, as I remember, England is forming, and there's many people settle in. It's Normans, Vikings, and it's just my guess. And I don't know if I get this correct, but I'm just gonna get this incorrect. But I don't know, is it France? As I remember from the First World War, France was involved in the first place, and then there's also Germany being involved as well, and then yeah, it's just basically a world war. It just basically is like a triangle, or even more than country to countries fighting to each others, and then they gain other countries dragged into the wars, and then they make allies, and then trying to make their army stronger and try to beat each other up. I don't know. If I'm wrong, just let me know in the comment section. I mean, I'm not good at school anyway, so okay, this one I actually know. I vaguely remember Sakurai talking about this yesterday. Luckily, I'm able to answer his question satisfactorily. What is it? After a while, I feel like eternity or Rice Miles appeared in space. That late night decisions really pay off, it seems. Dang it, they don't tell me the answer. He shoots me a knowing smile. I weakly grin back. That was close. Luckily, by the time I woke up, most of the class has already passed. Just how long was I up? Anyway, as the bell was about to ring, I figure I should finish my lesson before it rings for once. Even though I'm confident that you would rather learn about intricacies of the world than go to lunch. As a nice job of fate, Sakurai's stomach rumbles. He really rubs his face and laughs dejectedly. If this is an example of a Deus Ex Machina, then I don't know what is. A smattering of laughter filled the room. Class dismiss everyone. You saved me this time, school bell. Everyone begins packing away their things and heading for the door, no doubt eager to refill after morning's session. iPhong a word, if you will. Oh dang. I still not getting away with this, am I? Why do I get the feeling this to do with me falling asleep? As the last student flies out, I gingerly approach Sakurai's desk, a hint of resignation in my gaze. Don't worry, there's no need to look so worried. You're not in trouble or anything like that. You had me scared, sir. I think every student dreads hearing those words. Can we have a word? Oh, can you see me at the class? It is any consolation, iPhone. You still feel those words even after graduation. Oh, Monsieur at university, so. No, that would be telling. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. I just wanted to know how you were getting on in the class. With the course, that is. Okay, it's going pretty well, that's it. History is one of my favorite subjects, and the World War I is an interesting topic. Plus, your teaching style sits really well with me. And I'm sorry for falling asleep in class. Sumimasen. I know it was a little disrespectful. It's just at a late night. There's a knowing look in Sakurai's eyes as he dismissively waves away my apologies. Not to worry, iPhong. I know high school can be in period, especially when you have a lot going on. Besides, you answered my question correctly, so it's fair to assume you at least have some idea of what I'm talking about. I can't help but grin at him. With a friendly, understanding aura he emanates, sometimes you forget he's a teacher. Although if you could try and refrain from falling asleep again, that would be so much appreciated. Although his tone remains light and friendly, there's an edge of sternness to his voice. Guess it must be pretty disheartening as a teacher if one of your students falls asleep in the class. I mean, yeah. I still remember how Sakurai strict to me, and that leads to me getting pissed off because of the choice that I feel disappointed. Oh yeah, of course. Won't happen again, sir. Good. Well, I just wanted to check up on you. You're doing well, so I'm satisfied. Do let me know if that's changed. I'll be happy to assist where I can. Now, I shouldn't be denying you your well-earned lunch break. Thanks. Have a good one too, sir. And whether or not, he dismissed me and returned to his desk. As I make my way to the courtyard, I noticed Yuri sitting by herself lost in a book. As I approached her, I asked, should I ask her to join me? She does look a little lonely, and we're a friend, right? Oh god. I should invite her. It would be fair. You cannot let someone being lonely. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed off when I can get angry when you force me to only pick only one characters. So you're just gonna stick to that character all the way, and you just don't care about anyone else. So that's make me angry. But I'm just gonna go on my feeling. I really should invite Yuri. And the sad thing is that I cannot say beforehand, so I will remember that part. Let's invite her. And let me check the save file. So next time when I change my mind, I'm gonna remember this. As much as I think Yuri is someone who is comfortable being by herself, I think it would be nice to have some new company during lunch. Besides, she can along with Yuri and I. She really looks lost, he thought. Never without book is she. Hey Yuri. She jumped slightly, her eyes widening under sudden disturbance. I forgot she started easily. Good afternoon, iPhong. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It's okay, I was just very much immersed in this mood. I was going to invite you to sit with Sayuri and I, but if you'd rather to be left alone. A pensive look crosses her face. I get the feeling she isn't used to such an invitation. Me? The one and only. Are you sure you wouldn't want to disturb your conversation? Don't sweat it, it's fine. Well, if you're sure. Allow as she packs up her thing and follow me over. Leading away, I spot Sayuri in the corridor and take a seat opposite her on one of the benches. Yuri follows suit. Hey Yuri, how you been? It's been enjoyable so far. Learning a lot of interesting things. It's definitely stimulating. Though I'm glad it's a weekend coming up. Yeah, Sayuri and I are with you on that. How about you two? How has your week gone? It's been okay. Some lessons are kinda boring though. Still trying to wrap my head around some other stuff we're doing in math. Japanese going well too. Japanese going well though. We've been looking at the literary techniques and how they can apply to poetry, so I think I might be able to change new stuff in my poem. Oh, well, I look forward to seeing that, Sayuri. Yeah, same. Monica will probably appreciate it too. Speaking of which, we are having a meeting with the club after school today. Yeah, we're focusing on what to do for Halloween, which I'm going to skip it. I mean, I already skipped it, aren't I? Yeah, I skipped Halloween. I mean, it's gonna be the same, isn't it? Okay. It'll be a lot of fun. That's right up in your alley, Yuri. Also, well, Halloween is all about horror, right? And your poem typically focus on darker themes. Yes, indeed. She smiled dreamily. I guess a day dedicated to horror is like a dream come true for her. There's definitely a lot of room for creativity when it comes to that genre. Horror is ever so expansive. Don't like that stuff too much, sometimes it can get really scary. He's not a big fan of fear, Sayuri. Sorry, that didn't sound too ominous or weird, did it? No, I always admire how you stick with your interest. It's really cool to see you don't mind about it. Oh well, that's reassuring to hear, I suppose. Make for some nice variety in the class, Yuri. Bell rings, cutting short our conversation. We're time to get these last few hours over with. See you both in the club. See ya, guys. She cheerily waves. Until then. As I open the door, the familiar sight of the girls greets me. I thought Monica is missing. It's a little unlike her to be late, isn't it? Okay, she was tardy that one time during my first week at the club. Also, don't forget Monica I think it's meant a lot for her in the previous episode, but I don't know. It's not gonna be easy, isn't it? Hey Mina. Hey. Hi. The girls have pushed a few decks together and are sitting in a row, with Sayuri on the left, Yuri in the middle, and Natsuki on the right. I wearily flop next to Sayuri. Hello iPhong, how were your last few classes? About as fun as the last few classes on Monday, well, Friday. could ever be. I mean, I remember festival was in Monday, isn't it? While school can be one wonderful place to learn new things, admit that a weekend break is always appreciated. It's nice to have a break. For sure, by the way, does anyone know where Monica is? We were just talking about that. She was the one who set this meeting up, and yes, she likes for it. She rolls her eyes. I bet she's playing a piano or coming back from tennis. Since when Monica playing tennis? I used to play tennis too. But then I quit playing tennis because I learned the same thing over again, just hitting balls back and forth. It bored me, and then I decided to quit. Or whatever her latest hobby is. As she said that, the doors open and Monica comes bursting in, and apologetic looks on her face. Sorry. I'll keep this one brief, don't worry. Sitting at a desk in front of us, she pulls out her laptop and fires it up. The silence as the machine was to life, along with a slight anticipation. Unfortunately, there's still a trace of tension in the air, undoubtedly stemming from everyone's memory of the festival. It's not particularly prominent. The club still has a laid-back, cozy aura that's just enough to serve as an uncomfortable reminder. I guess I was naive to think something so serious would get brushed over so soon, especially the argument between Natsuki and Monica. Nonetheless, Monica, with all of her charms as the confident leader, is quick to move things along. Okay, Mina. So, as you guys know, Halloween is coming up, which I skip. Sayuri and I were talking. How does Halloween party sound? A Halloween party? I think you were much a party girl, Monica. No, not that kind of party. I mean, if we have a little event here in school. Yeah, we could share a scary story, dress up and sort of thing. Yeah, that sort of thing. Sarah gave me the idea. We could all write horror-themed poems in the spirit of Halloween. As expected, Yuri's eye lights up. Natsuki, on the other hand, doesn't look quite as convinced. Scary poems? Man, it's not really my kind of thing. Well, she has an opportunity to try something good, though, at some point. It would definitely be interesting to see what you all come up with. See, that's the attitude to have, guys. Plus, it's been a while since I've done anything for Halloween. I was initially against it at first, but Sarah can be pretty persuasive. I think I should be able to find some time for it, so what do you guys think? A Halloween event, much like Monica, it's also been a long time since I've done anything for this festivity. If one of these girls suggests me that hey, I'm gonna sneak over to school at midnight, that was when it's the same things, and I decided that to skip Halloween, and that's when I think it's a good decision as well. Most of my Halloween memories comes from the pranks Sarah and I would pull on each other back when we were children. Although a distant memory, I'll be lying if I said they weren't fun. Yeah, sounds cool to me. I mean, although we're gonna tell ghost story too. Go out. I think that's a wonderful idea. Yes, of course you would, Yuri. Yeah, okay. I get to scare crowd you with my scare story. Damn down. Yeah, it'd be fun, guys. I mean, you scared the crowd me before with that disrespectful game. I have just one question though. You said we hold an event here in the school, assuming we would do it while it's dark. Wouldn't the school be closed? Yeah, that's a good point actually. Unless we did it at one of our house. I don't know if we have room though. Unless you plan on breaking into school after hours. The hell, my mom's silent along with Sayuri tones of voice, incredibly telling. No way. You honestly let Sayuri talk you into that, Monica? Eventually, I told Sayuri I was fine with it, but I'm still on the fence about it. Now I'm thinking about it. Could we host a party at one of your place? Natsuki? No. It's a pretty cool idea to break into school. Gotta have that rebellious teenage spirit, right? So it's gonna be the same thing. So I think skipping Halloween is a good choice for me. But what if we get caught? We get in so much trouble. Sorry, Yuri, but with Natsuki here, just leave for a while, you know? But in the fear of potentially being caught at the atmosphere, inside, it will probably be pretty creepy there at night when everyone gone home. What's the place for this sort of event? See, I told you, Monica. Well, I was so surprised at how willing you were to break some major rules, Yuri. Yeah, Monica is a role model. She wants to do good things. But yeah, breaking into schools, she's in the middle of that. I always thought of you as a student who wouldn't go looking for trouble. Well, once or twice won't hurt anyone. Don't let that innocent exterior fool you, Monica. Sayori can be ever so sly when she wants to be. She got a hidden dark side, you know. Hey, don't overdo it. Break it up, you two. And now that been settled, we can swap some decoration for the room. iPhone, please give me cop some pumpkin. I sigh, as long as I don't accidentally drop one on the foot again. Because yeah, pumpkin. I mean, when it lives for days outside the door decoration, it just start to get moist and then got stink. I try. Well, that's you two sorted. How about you, Natsuki? I could bake some cupcakes or some cookie with some Halloween stuff on them, like spider or whatever. They look awesome, and you can bet they taste as good as they look. Yes, you're the best, Natsuki. Jeez, always takes to mention the cupcakes, doesn't it? You're so good, though. I mean, Sayori is really like dessert. Well, I am the best. Make a change, Alaka. I'm washing dishes, mom's cleaning in the room, mopping the floor. And how about you, Yuri? Based on what you contribute for the festival, am I right in assuming some sort of contribution towards the ambience of the atmosphere? Yuri closes her eye, clearly in thought. I come to appreciate how Yuri is someone who really thinks before she speaks. Just to think something like that would be ideal. Let you know the final detail once I settle something, if that's alright. Of course. But then on that note, I think that's everything. She finishes typing and puts the laptop lid down. Wait! What, Sayori? We should all dress up too. Yeah, we've seen that. As in Halloween costume. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, these girls wearing Halloween costume is so cute. Yep. Be over there, are we? Come on. We used to have a lot of fun doing it when we were kids, so let's do it again. Yeah, we all want to have a time going back to our childhood, you know. Or maybe cosplay. She does have a point here. I guess it could be quite amusing to see what she can come with as well. Would we be able to come in as anything? As long as it's to do with Halloween, sure. I mean, you can cosplay too, you know. Oh well, I don't really know if I have the time. But seeing Sayori plays face drop, she has them to speak once more. But I do my best. Yeah, me too. Looks like I had to get creative as well. Although at the moment the only thing I want to do is just go home and relax. Standing up, I stretch and yawn, look at the clock. Anyway, I got a club meeting here, no problems today, sorry. Man, that's sadder, man. I mean, last time with Natsuki, I mean, there should be poem, right? But I'm sure your Halloween poems will make up for that. There's a general murmur of agreement as it goes down. Pack away. Ready to go, Sayori? Okie dokie, like a jokey. Any plans for the weekend? Well, we're gonna get our Halloween stuff sorted, remember? So let's ahead the time get pumpkins and things ready. Seeing as you're lazy, I'll let you sleep in and pick you up from your house instead of us meeting at mine. Hey, it's not like I have it, you know. Anyway, let's meet at noon, okay? Sounds good, see ya then. As she turns around and heads inside, I can almost feel my own home beckoning. Is that wonderful weekend feeling? Okay. I skip Halloween, so is that gonna skip all the way to what happened after Halloween? Ah, that was perhaps the most satisfying night's sleep I have in a while. Time is it? Wow, it's not 10. I mean, that's super early. This second Saturday in a row I woke up before noon. I was slowly shedding my vampiric trait. As I crawled the curtains and feel the sunshine falling through the glass, I can't help but feel really content. But ever since I was joining the literature club, even inspired up in the festival, my mood generally been so much better than usual. I have stood to what I told the girl before we started on suicidal. It's just nice to have people of my own age to hang out with. Oh wait, it is something more than that. Sayori, even thinking about her breaking the warm feeling back, although not as strongly, could it be? And I'm really starting to like her in that way. As if I had to interrupt my brain, my stomach crumbles, because I gave him this meals over breakfast. What do I feel like having today? Cereal, toast, fried eggs, sausage, bacon. I would pick cereal. Yeah. I mean, why not all is fine? I mean, you can have toast and put fried eggs and sausage and bacon inside to make a sandwich. It would be cool, right? And then you got milk and then you got cereal after. I mean, breakfast is really important, you know? I mean, a lot of people would think at breakfast that we need to eat less. That's when you're wrong. Remember the traditional dish that Vietnam has? We do eat a lot though. So much choice. I think egg, sausage, and bacon will do it now. Much better. I can see why Sayori mentioned breakfast in her first form. I mean, yeah, breakfast also eat as much as lunch and dinner as well. I mean, and in my home country Vietnam, we use traditional dish for breakfast, and yeah, we do eat a lot. There I go again, always thinking about her. If I were to be honest, as much as I enjoy all the club girls' company, I'd be lying if I said I'd be as excited if I was to spend today with any other girls. Maybe it's because of the history we share, or because Natsuki is a little too girl my taste, and Yuri is a little too quiet. I don't know. Since day one, I always been comfortable talking to Sayori. That's never changed. So I read somewhere that if you can go years without talking to a friend, then when you do finally reconnect, you'll be able to get along like nothing ever happened. It's a sign of true friendship. That's good to know. I'm just looking into this too much. Feeling. And there's was me thinking that's the stuff we do in math is hard to get your head around. One thing is that never changes Sayori's inability to care about time. That's views that you don't want to remember from the original games. Let's hope that things are going okay. 5 minutes pass and I grow impatient fishing out my phone and I shoot her text. It's noon, you lazy girl. You got pumpkin to carve, remember? So it's not skipping the pumpkin carving. When you stick by without response. Sayori, to you. At this rate, I probably have more two-way conversation with Mim. Mom. Man, how creepy must I look, just aimlessly standing outside her house like a stalker, y'all. Just kidding. Besides, I opened the gate and head to her house. We're really gonna head to her sleeping patterns. I'm really not sure about this. Oh my god, please don't jump scare me. I always knew she could be a little lazy, but this is getting annoying. Sayori? It's me. Sorry, I didn't want to wait outside. Are you dress? If I strain my ears, I can faintly pick up the sound of her voice. She's not replying to me though. It sounds like she's talking to herself. I can't quite pick up what she's saying from this distance. I think she's on the phone, not talking to herself. Probably sleep talking and knowing her sleep talking about food. Yeah, people do sleep talking too, or even sleepwalking. I'm nearing the end of my patience. Okay, that was the last chance. If you getting change or anything, you can be mad at me. Why this trippy all of a sudden? Man, her room is a mess. Even messier than the original games. I mean, look at the calendars. I mean, even papers on the floor as well. And Mr. Cow mentioned in the previous episode. My God, something wrong. My room is a mess. Saving herself tucked away in a mess of pillows, blankets, and duvets that forms her bed. There's a swat of hair that falls into her mouth as she's growing slightly. She curls into a ball with her arm hugging herself. Strangely adorable sight, and I feel bad in having to wake her. As I draw closer, I can finally make out what she's saying. To my dismay, it's nothing wholesome at all. It sounds more like she's softly whimpering to herself, and I can also spot audibly wet trails down her cheek. Sincerely cried in a sight I wish I never had to see. What? Can't help it. What's she talking about? Sorry, I'm so useless. But really trying. For everyone. She plays over restlessly, a soft accompanying at the moment. But it's so hard. So tiny, don't want to do anymore. No, please. Someone? She having a nightmare? Anyone? I'm not selfish. Sayori. Her head turns slightly, almost as if she heard me. Her eyes remain shut. It's impossible to tell if she's awake. Sayori, it's me. iPhong. It's okay, I'm here. No, I don't want to go. Didn't work last time. It said it wouldn't work. Fresh sobs fill the room as she cries harder. Her voice breaks completely as tears drip down her face. At this point, I had enough. A strong protective instinct within me demands that I reach out, gently clasp one her hand with mine. With her hand in mine, I gingerly shake awake. Sayori! iPhong. And with that final mysterious utterance, her eyes fluttered open with panic momentarily flashing through them. Oh god, I thought the music just stopped, gonna guess something gonna happen. When she sees me, she visibly relaxes and sits up. Oh hi iPhong. Different outfit this time, She hastily turns away and tries to discreetly wipe her face. Still trying to process what I just witnessed. Sorry, are you okay? I think you're having a nightmare. Or was I? I don't remember anything like that. I was literally like right here, listening to you cry. Of course you had a nightmare. It says some really concerning stuff. She answers lip by her lip as she replies. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make you worried. You seriously need to stop thinking that you're a burden. It's my job to concern about you. We're best friends. You're really serious, and you know that? What's going on, Siri? Please just talk to me. She looks ashamed as she gets herself out of bed. Okay, I just realized. I thought you forgot what we had planned for today. and I was overslept. I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. Oh God, I did see it in the trailer, in the teasers, and then we back into this scene. She flails around, and on instance, I reach out and pull her into a hug. Clearly, this takes her by surprise as she doesn't make an effort to return it, at least initially, but after a while, she eventually starts to wriggly her back. As we break apart, Sayuri smiles, clearly trying to pull her nightmare behind her. Thank you, iPhone. You always know how to make me feel better. Anyway, we had a lot to do today, right? Let's get started then. Is she really going to try to ignore the elephant in the room? There's no 11. There's no elephant in the room. Oh God. Sorry, don't you want to talk? No. Sorry, I just really don't want to talk about it if that's okay. Another glimpse of this concern is as she works so hard to pass off, and yet there they are again, those words I can never get through. But iPhone, please? It's nothing, everyone has nightmares. She insists on my moment of silence. Anyway, can you just give me a moment to get dressed? Then we can start getting spooky. Via resignation, I leave and close the door behind me. Oh God. We can get some pumpkins from the supermarket. God, I'm at home, right? Yeah. So what kind of things should we carve into them? Basco and all those cheesy Halloween things, right? Just a simple face that to do. It's tempting not the answer to give Sayuri a taste of her own medicine. I don't think she's aware of just how frustrating this is. Then again, do I really want this to ruin a day? Sayuri really trying to put it past us. As much as I want to know what's going on, she's really not in any mood to divulge. And bringing it up now will probably ruin the mood and day for both of us. Besides, I can't really stay angry at her. Her general bubbly persona is so infectious, only someone could tell her could be immune to it. I begrudgingly smile. Spiders? I forgot how much you're terrified of them. Come on, like you're any better. I am! Okay, maybe with the big one. Tarantula is the worst. Okay. Black Widow. Man, I don't like those either. Even though Halloween isn't as largely celebrated here, at least compared to Western countries, shops have still made decorative effort. All of those cheesy cliché Halloween decoration can be seen both on the exterior and interior of the shop. Luckily for us, all the pumpkins are right at the front. Wow, these are huge, which means we have more space to make some awesome decoration, don't you think? But I miss mine. The cheerful enthusiasm still bouncing around in them. Yeah, good thinking. Let's get these three. Oh, do you mind if I grab some food for later? Yeah, sure. What were you thinking? Pizza. Not exactly the healthiest of choices, isn't it? Hey, I don't see you chomping on salad, you know. Can't dispute that. But in all seriousness, Sayuri, maybe we should try something that isn't just junk food. I worry about you sometimes, you know. I know. You don't need to though. I'll make more of an effort soon, I promise. Alright, fine. Pizza is. But only if I get a slice. Or two. Deal. Sayuri, are you a fast eater or a big eater when it's talking about junk food? In an attempt to display my masculine bravado, I volunteered to carry all three of the pumpkins. In hindsight, given how much my arms are screaming at me, Sayuri, you need to help me too, you know. I mean, these views are so gorgeous. These three, it just makes things more lively. I immediately regret this decision. I can't believe you didn't let me carry any of them. You're so silly sometimes. It's no sweat, Sayori. No sweat at all. Mental protagonist, please, let Sayori do the job too. Don't drop them, don't drop them, don't drop them. What? The pumpkin is shaped like your head. Swear to God, I will throw one of these at you. Wouldn't dare. Sad, I don't think we're able to leave it high enough. I hate how true that is. Sayori 1, iPhone 0. That's so unfair. Taking advantage of the poor situation I'm in. Not true. I recall correctly, you're the one who insists on carrying these. She adopts a comedic, super low male voice. It's okay, Sayori. I'm a big strong guy who can handle all these pumpkins. Okay, firstly, I do not sound like that. Right? The innocent smirk is my only response, which turned into indignation as I blow a puff of air into her face. It's a little victories in life. And back to my house, not Sayori's house. So which should we go with first? Let's just keep it simple for now. Can just go generic jack-o'-lantern face. I pull up my reference photos on my phone. We gotta stop by scooping out the inside though. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm attempt trying to make a pumpkin carving before when I was in high school, and I'm a real open person at that time, and lots of people say that, man, pumpkin carving is hard work, we don't want to do that, and I was really, you know, want to actually experience new things, and hey, why not we gonna try to do something like that once in a lifetime. So yeah, honestly, pumpkin carving takes hard work. Actually, you have to scoop all the inside and take everything out, and then you carve the outside, make decoration, try to make creepy looks. I mean, you really need to have a sharpener knife for that, but if you don't, it takes a whole days, and you don't want to end like me. So let's cut a hole in the top. With a look at the steadfast and determination, she slices away the tower of pumpkins, exposing the contents within. So let's really deal with that look on her face. Nose has scrunched up hair and she's focusing intently on her task. The best part is, she's so oblivious how endearing she really is. Come on, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can wash your hand later, you know. Even right now it's social distancing. Please don't forget to wash your hand as well. And also always wear a mask when you go outside. Oh man, it feels so good and sticky. It's slow but steady work. As we scoop out the inside, I do my best not to focus on how soft my hand and arms feels as the process gets mine. There. Now my hands are all sticky. Yeah, mine too. Say, you want a new hairstyle? No. Okay. I mean, as for her hair, it looks messy, but I'm just gonna stick to fine as it is, because it's her style to make the hair like that. I mean, for those girls who have short hair, you can leave it messy too, but yeah, most women, they are really fully aware of that. They just want to keep it neatly. But for those who want messy hair, that's totally fine. There's a lot of people out there that even have curly hair as well, and I think curly hair they look cool. And there's other people discriminate that hairstyle, but I think that hairstyle should not be discriminated in the first place. I mean, it's the same thing with the mohawk hairstyle. People just see that hairstyle as a gangster hairstyle, punk hairstyle, but come on, please, people have different types of favorites, so please appreciate for them, okay? Green ritual, we're aiming for Sayori's head. What? Don't you even think about it. Okay, I won. Hold my hand up in the side piece. Sayori remains back up away from me, a suspicious look on her face. Suddenly her got down and come closer. I thought away and boop her on the nose, slipping an orange smear. Hey, Meanie! Gonna get you for that. Only you can't actually catch me. Lying down away from the her strikes. Oh god, I'm gonna end up Sayori doing this same thing as Natsuki did. I mean, damn. Or maybe I did to them actually. Sayori has never been particularly coordinated, so it's pretty easy to dodge her clumsy attempts. She comes in with another swipe. I catch her squeezing my hand. She's screaming and wriggling, doing her best to escape my grip. Unfortunately, due to my sleepiness and pumpkin coating behind, my grip isn't as strong as I like. She managed to twist her hand free and loads near a respectable orange smear on my cheek. Told you! Her victory is short-lived as I managed to return the favor down her neck. Okay, a choose. Real this time. No tricks? No. Still have to call the pumpkins. Okay, fair enough. After we wash our hands, Sayori takes out a pen and started chasing up face into a pumpkin. I control the couple is trying to find a knife that's big enough. This one we do. How's this? Over the left, Sayori. Yeah, see the pumpkin? This is somewhere. How is that girl was late now to wake up and gets ready still smell really good. Far away, detached from me, vaguely remembers something my biology teacher was saying about pheromones. Interesting. Well, yeah, it smells great. Smells? Huh? Oh dang, yes, it smells. It's time, look. Guess I'm a little hungry. Yeah, that's perfect. Start covering it. There. Wow, it looks great. Make an awesome team, don't we? We sure do. But for the other two pumpkins, thinking we could do bad this one. Could just keep it simple for the last one. Like got bow into it. Wow. Perfect. Well, here we are. I'll go again. A while later, we finally all done. Our handiwork sits proudly in front of us. Honestly, Jesus Christ. 3 pumpkins carving? I can only carving 1 pumpkin and this main protagonist and Sayori carve 2? Or even 3? What? No way. Our handiwork sits proudly in front of us. Job well done. The others gonna love them. Just realized, must look like 2 proud parents. Why you gonna say something weird like this? So I guess our pumpkins. Sarah breaks out into giggles. iPhong, always been really funny, you know that. But it's in a way that this thing. One of these days I learned to take compliment from the opposite genders. Especially when it comes to someone I think I'm starting to fall in love with. Unfortunately, that day is not today. As I feel or my cheeks heat up, I'll be very surprised if Sarah didn't pick up on it. Anyway, I have a lot of fun today. Sadly, I got a lot of homework to get over it. So I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, talking about the poems things. But I'll take a pumpkin with me. Anyway, I'll see you on Monday. Oh, and look, I know you're concerned about me, about what happened earlier, but please try not to worry about too much or anything. Try to tell you where I'm comfortable, okay? You enjoy the rest of the weekend. We'll close the door close behind me. And the sudden music change. I don't get much time to steal over the day events though, as perform Blessed live. Already my mother again! You ruined it last time! Hi iPhong, how have you been doing? Are you eating well? Whoa, Mom, slow down. I find it's going well. Sakurai started talking about World War I, so history is pretty enjoyable. About the evening part. How are things on your end? Stressful. I want to come on to see you. I've been feeling oversecurity by being away. Nah, seriously, it's just trying to cut that loaded feeling has pretty much disappeared. But Sayori and I are hanging out a lot, so it's nice to have some regular contact with her again. Oh yes, that club's of yours. You said it was a literature club, right? Ah well, that should mean your grades for Japanese will be fantastic, right? It's definitely happening. And the other club members? they're getting along pretty well. One girl's really shy, the other one's kind of cold, but I think she solved these at heart. Oh, and Monica is a Saint Gaicho. Oh, the Monica you used to share glasses with. The one you had crushed on. See, that's the thing, I really want to have Monica's route. Mom, do you have crush on her? Of course not. So being around Sayori again, when I got you last week, you were on the part with her, right? Mom! Yeah. I was so happy for both of you. She was always best friend growing up. Although, perhaps this motherly intuition might get a feeling you and Sayori. Or about us. I can sense her knowing smile even over the phone. Well, you tell me. Another choice. Okay, this is really interesting. I should have said before that one because I'm so 50-50 about this. If I was gonna be open, I'm just gonna straight up going to tell her developing feelings, but no, not yet. It's not a time because we don't know. So yeah, we need proof for that first. So just it's not a time, Mom. Sorry. Yeah, it's probably better I don't. I already confessed this. I don't want someone to get involved. It's quite a personal thing, and as much as I love my mom, I'm not quite ready for the stages yet. Tell you what, Mom, just friends, that's all. Catching up this day. Oh, really? I have a feeling. Never mind. We are glad you got some new friends and promising clubs to participate in. Anyway, gotta go, Sally. Lots of work to do. I'm glad I was able to talk to you again, sweetheart. Let me know if anything changes or you want to talk, okay? Sure thing, Mom. Bye. I love you. Love you too. Beep. Beep. Then both my mother and Sayori gone, the room feels strangely empty. As I lingered upstairs into my room and flopped onto my chair, the day's events replaced back in my mind. Sayori nightmare getting the pumpkins, messing around while carving it. I wonder, does Sayori like me back? Or did I just wish I didn't just a woman? I don't know. I think I just see how the next couple of weeks ago we're gonna go and not push anything. Yeah, that's the thing. The reason why I'm not gonna tell her yet. Primarily because I don't know what I'm doing. With the very side of my computer, there's no way I'd be able to get any home done with all this on my mind. Video games should be a nice way to relax. It's Halloween coming up, so let's pick a horror game. Yeah. Jump scare me? This one looks tempting. Third-person survival horror police detective nightmare simulation. The Last of Us, Resident Evils, Outlast. Oh god, this still fine. I mean, they're perfect game too. And oh, Man of Medan, Until Dawn, Little Hope. Man, lots of horror games. These games are super massive. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie. Halloween skip? Yeah. Man, do I regret staying out late yesterday? I do regret for not saving a lot. So I'm gonna call this episode for today. And god dang it. There's a two option that I forgot to save beforehand. And the first one is to let Yuri join or not. I think Yuri should be joining because she cannot be left alone. I mean, it's gonna be sad. I mean, also, yeah. What I don't like about this game is when we go on characters, right? We have to stick to one characters, and then when the other character has something wrong, making peace for them. And that take longer times to figure out. And uh, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. When I say I don't like the games, it means that I actually like the games. I'm not gonna lie. It what I usually talk when playing. Not just only horror game, but also the games that is just normal visual novel, slice of life, and yeah. Honestly, when I'm picking choice, and I always say that I don't like this situation, but at the same time, I really like the games. I'm not gonna lie, game developers out there, mod creators out there, if you ever hear someone saying that they don't like the game, see that as a compliment, because you make people having a hard time to think about the route. Okay, and so far I really appreciate you guys and girls not to spoil me anything. And yeah, I did talk a lot about how this game's and even the mod story right now, because it so meant a lot to me, and so many story being built. And it the game could have been better, and I did spot out some error, and I did spot out something weird. And I mean, it could be fakes, but yeah, so far I just keep playing the games in a version that I just immediately download after the, the mod just been released. And yeah, this is just a mod, not a sequel of the original games Doki Doki Literature Club. So yeah, I would suggest you to play the original game first and try to get the better idea what's going on, and then you gonna play the mod. The mod has just basically trying to make the better stories. It's not the sequel of the original games, and it just gonna make you feel that hey, that is the real visual novel that we want stories about. And yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. New storylines, new background views, the school, man, that's beautiful. And yeah, to respect you guys and girls, and for avoiding spoilers, I'm not gonna put the flashback thumbnails, and I'm not gonna put what happened in. I mean, nobody wants to see that outside of the house scenes, and then you get in the room and open the door scenes. I mean, yeah, you don't want to remember that. Anyway, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. And in the next episode, I think I'm just gonna moving on. I guess I skip Halloween's already. And as always, hasta la vista. Yep, Halloween still the same things, scary poems and disrespectful games.